Hello and welcome back to War Sails, and indeed a new series where we have an extremely high chance to die. I'm using the Death for All mod, as you might expect, and I've tweaked it to be even more extreme than it is by default. As a comparison, vanilla, so for example, if you don't have the mod installed, it basically makes lords with high stats have about a 1.6% chance to die in battle. But with our new modded factor, it is now closer to 7%. A little bit more, maybe 7.3%. I have it on 0.5 modded factor, and the mod's default is 3. It doesn't really, well, yeah, it's not really that well explained, obviously, because it's a little bit backwards as it is right now with the way that the coding is and stuff like that. So basically, the lower the value, the higher the chance people will die. That's basically how things are going. So you technically could put it on 0 if you wanted to. I put it on 0.5 because I thought that AI lords would die way too fast. Anyway, we'll play as the Botanians here. We'll just customize him a little bit. Yeah, okay, there you go. That's it. That was easy enough, wasn't it? And we are going to be... I'm actually not entirely sure what we're going to be doing. I think we're probably going to be speccing into medicine once again. I know. In our previous series... yeah... we did spec into medicine too, so it's a little bit unfortunate that that is indeed the case. However, I think we probably will need to. It's going to be kind of important for us. Let's go for some more charm skill as well. I feel like we do need to go for some more charm skill. Let's go for some trade as well. That's probably going to be quite useful. Let's do charm and scouting here, and then we're going to have to go for something really, really good here. I'm thinking one-handed and two-handed and the 20 renown. We're going to start at age 30 because it's more than likely, if we do get into a battle, that we're going to die. So if we're age 30, what we need to do is we need to get in on a... we need to get a spouse, like, really fast. Otherwise, we will die and it will be game over. But that is obviously part of the challenge and part of why this is going to be extremely, extremely enjoyable. Or at least I hope it's going to be fun. So let's actually see here. Bertild. We'll call ourselves Bertild. And we'll go for a Brutes this time. Byron is apparently unlucky for me right now. So, yeah, we'll go for Bannerlord. And we will do this. Everything is, yeah, obviously fast mode is enabled. Just bear that in mind. Enable birth and aging and all that stuff. And then we will just go straight on. Alright, so this is going to be really, really harsh here. So basically, you're going to start to see enemies die, or sorry, not enemies, but we're going to start to see people die, everyone, very, very quickly. So just bear that in mind. I don't really need to spec into pretty much anything here. I think I probably should spec into some trade skill. I am going to be doing trade quite a bit. Let's go for some athletics skill. I actually want to get... do I want to get athletic skill? I think I want to get more medicine skill as well. Let's go for some intelligence here, because here's the thing. Medicine is very important when it comes to using the Death for All mod, so I'm kind of hoping that we're going to be able to utilize that quite nicely. Now, what I am going to do is I'm actually going to show you real fast. We're going to just go into the town here. I'm just going to buy some very cheap grain. I'm actually going to look for a tournament. So I was going to say that I was going to wait for some time, but actually I want to show you. Just keep an eye on the text log, and you'll see what happens. Because if Death for All is working, which I believe it is, then people will start to die very, very fast. And it's going to be a little bit dangerous. It's going to be very, very dangerous for pretty much everyone involved. So, yeah, I've got to be careful against looters. I literally have to be careful against looters. Hello? Okay. Oh, yes, we could do... Okay, we could do it. Oh, this might be... okay, I'm not sure if I should really do this, to be honest. I have different gear than what I normally have. Usually, I'm pretty okay with, you know, going in first. But as you can see, we don't have a polearm. Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue, isn't it? That's a little bit of an issue. Okay, so I don't really want to use a bow. I don't really want to use a bow, if I'm honest, because I'm absolutely terrible with it. Or shall we say, it just is terrible at this point in the game, because we just have no riding skill whatsoever, and that does make a big difference. Okay, so I'm just going to distract them a little bit here. I'm going to let my forces... You know what? I'm going to just tell my guys to charge in right here, and we're just going to have to make do. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, decent. Decent-ish damage. Decent-ish damage. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay. I wouldn't mind a little bit more. Nice. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Now, hopefully my forces will be able to do some pretty decent-ish damage. And hopefully they're going to win. Yes, they're actually winning. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's a load off my mind. Actually, are we? Yeah, we are winning, but everything is, yeah, quite dangerous. I'm very, very worried, actually, because if things go badly here, everything is going to go everyone's just going to die very fast, very, very fast. So, yeah, okay, let's just go here, take that. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go into the town. And I'm gonna literally just... Yeah, I mean, obviously we do need to look for better armor. Armor is going to be extremely important for us with this. Because this is pretty much instant death. As soon as we, you know, get ourselves... Yep, as you can see, there's the first one. Boom, he's dead. Instantly. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind, it is not a 100% chance, but they have a very high chance of dying. In my test, which I did just before I started the recording, I had 5 deaths instantly upon starting the game. So there are, you know, cases of that happening. Okay, so let's actually see what we can get here. We can get this guy who's actually a pretty decent scout. Do we want him? Do we want him? I'm not entirely sure. How's my scouting skill? My scouting skill is pretty terrible. So I guess, yeah, why not? Let's, shall we get him? I'm actually not entirely sure if I really want to get him, because he is going to take away from the fact that I can buy quite a lot of potential trade goods here, and I might be able to sell them for a decent amount. Like, for example, as you can see right here, look at this. I can literally buy planks for a significant amount, and we can sell them at Maranath for almost 1,000 each. I highly doubt this, actually. I am actually almost considering that this is a scam and they're trying to scam us in some way. That guy died. Look at that. You see that? Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we've got to deal with now. So we ourselves also have a pretty high chance of death, dependent on what kind of armor we're using, dependent on what kind of skills we have. If I have high medicine skill, it's going to be a lot easier for us to survive, but it is still going to be extremely difficult to live through most things. Anyway, we'll sell most of this, I suppose, and that's another 2,000 for us right there. That's actually really nice. Wow. Okay, kind of surprised that we got such good luck on that, I guess. And I don't think I really want to get anything else here. No, it doesn't seem that worth it. I kind of just want to get the trade skill. As you can see, nice 28 skill points. Absolutely insane immediately. And we can put another trade point in it. Do we want more trade? Maybe we want to go for more trade. I don't know. I'm thinking medicine skill though for the most part, because I'd like to try and survive if we can. That would be kind of nice. As you can see, more deaths right there. And I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how this is really going to go. It may indeed be that our forces, or shall we say the forces of pretty much anyone, are going to be dwindling so fast that we might need to tweak the setting a little bit. It might be a bit too harsh, you know, it might be a bit too much. As you can see, Epiphyria is also now dead. I'm actually really surprised that they're running in and just getting themselves killed so easily. It's very, very surprising, actually. Not entirely sure why they're doing that, but, you know, that's how it is. The AI is a little bit weird that way, so, yeah, actually, you know what? I want to go down to Sargot. I believe Sargot has tools available, and we might be able to sell those at Maranath for a very, very significant price. So... yeah, I think we might be able to make that work. Yeah, as you can see, look at that. Pretty good. Decent-ish. Not amazing. Not an amazing price to buy them at, but you can sell them at Maranath for, you know, pretty incredible amount in itself. So, yeah. Now, here's the thing. What's going to happen, obviously, is because these guys are all dying, they're going to then pull back a little bit. They're going to be a little bit less aggressive, and others are then going to encroach on their territory, and then you're going to, you know, obviously see these really, really wild power struggles back and forth all over the place. And I personally think that that's really, really fun to see. So hopefully we're going to be witnessing that kind of stuff. And oh dear, hello, we've got a bunch of deserters right down there. I don't really want to deal with those if I can help it. I would like to get into a hideout. Ah, yes, I think there is a hideout quest right here. This should be a hideout quest? No, needs help with brigands. Ah, That's kind of unfortunate. I'm wondering whether I can... Can I find... Yeah, we're getting a little bit unlucky with our quests here. What about this one? Is this a quest? No, that's out of the trade. Okay, we may just have to take it. But bear in mind, if I die in the bandit hideout, it's highly likely I'll die in general. So, yeah, this might be a bit problematic. Okay, let's have a look. What do we need? Two bands of brigands. It's going to give me 550 gold. Not a big fan of that, but we are going to get some charm skill for this. And I don't really need charm skill to be honest. But yeah, might as well try it out. Let's wait until nightfall to sneak in. There we go. Let's do it. And then we'll sneak in immediately. And yeah, we'll just take these guys. I'm not entirely sure if I even have enough people to really actually win in the eventual battle that we're going to have in the bandit hideout itself. So that's quite worrying to me. Yeah, so I should probably go over this way. This fellow's going to turn around sometime soon, isn't he? Yep, he's going to turn around just around about now. There we go. We're going to obviously level up our one-handed and our athletic skill really quite dramatically. Ooh, that guy's going to see this. He's not going to see me, though, thankfully. He's going to come over here, and he's going to be very, very aware of something happening. But he doesn't know what. He just knows that that guy's dead. And I'm going to be attacking him in a second. Obviously, when he's got red above him, I'm pretty sure that means you can't really do any kind of stealth attack. But now we can because he has just relaxed. Oh, yeah. Nice. Nice and easy. We're leveling up our athletic skill, roguery skill really, really nicely, too. And we can maybe... Yeah, we're going to have to... do something like this. I'm not sure if I can make it to this guy. Probably not, right? Yeah, that guy's seeing me a little bit. That's okay, though. Perfect. Nice. Okay, no one else around here. Should be good. Nice. There's a level up as well. Getting some really nice skill ups here. Obviously, this is really going to make a huge difference when we get into a tournament or two. Obviously, this one-handed skill definitely going to come in handy. Athletic skill definitely as well. And we can... Yep, we can definitely go for this guy. And we can also go for this guy as well, but he's probably going to turn around relatively soon. I'm going to assume, at least. Maybe. Okay, we're just gonna wait here. I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious for this, because as I said, if we do end up dying, it's very likely we'll just die. It's very, very likely we'll just die. So I don't really want to have that happen. Let me see if I can do this. And there we have it. Nicely done. Nicely done, Mr. Bruce. Okay, there we go. Done. Alright, perfect. Now, I am going to keep out of this. I am 100% going to keep out of this. I'm going to be a little bit of a coward here. I don't really like doing that, but generally I would prefer not to get myself killed. And it's very likely that I will. Actually, should I? You know what? I think I actually have to help. I think I have to help. Otherwise, we're going to... I think we might actually lose. Alright, so I just stayed quiet there because I was like, wait a minute, what's actually going to happen? Did we do that? And apparently, if you get eliminated... I didn't die, by the way. That was very close because, I mean, as I said to you, if you don't have that much armor on and you get hit really hard, you have a higher chance of dying. So, because I obviously don't really have anything really super dramatic on, I thought to myself, yeah, I'm probably going to die. But no, we actually did manage to stay alive, surprisingly. Let's go for preventive medicine right here. And we're probably, I'm wondering whether we should go for, we should probably go for this. No, we should probably go for some more one-handed, to be honest, shouldn't we? One-handed, athletics, something like that. Yeah, I guess more one-handed for the moment. I did hand in that quest, which is pretty nice. And what do we have here? Oh yeah, let's get some of these. That's very nice. Let's get some more people. And then we got some deserters really, really close by to us right here. Thankfully, they are running away from us now, so that's kind of good too. And yeah, okay. So we don't really need to worry about anything here. Now, we do need to worry about this. I'm going to go in here, try to recruit some people in the meantime. And we're going to just... Should I try to... I'd like to do an auto-resolve against these guys if at all possible. That would be kind of nice. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, yes, let's do that. That's going to get my medicine skill leveled up a little bit more. Not super dramatically, but apparently, you know, a little bit at least. And there we go. We leveled up once again. Okay, so we're going to get another point in intelligence here, another point in medicine. And let's just actually see whether this is still out of the trade. Is it still out of the trade? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, that's obviously fine. As you can see, look at this, look at this. Look at how many people are actually dying right now. It's incredible. It's literally incredible to see that, because we are now going to have to rely, and people are going to have to rely on children much more in the grand scheme of things. And I think that's going to be very, very interesting for us. Or at least I hope so. Train troops. Yeah, no, we're not really going to train the troops. Thank you very much. I would like to retrieve more nobles, if at all possible. Let's go in here versus these looters. I might have to actually go in here, like actually go in, because I was thinking to myself, I would probably like to avoid battle for a little bit of time, just until we have some more cash and some more armor as a result. But I think we can't really avoid it this time around, so we're going to have to do this. How many do we have? Oh, we've only got 4 infantry. Okay. Well, that might be a little bit problematic, but these guys are only regular looters, so I don't think we really need to worry about them too much. They're probably going to be pretty easy for us to eliminate, right? Are they? Ooh, okay, maybe not. Never mind. I'm just absolute trash at using my one-handed in this situation. As you can see, well, that was obviously a lot better. That was obviously a lot better than I thought it was going to be, but yeah. Anyway, if I just keep running around like this, my archers should be able to get some pretty decent-ish kills on these guys. I don't know what's going on with my axe. Sometimes the axe feels really long, and other times it's like, nope, I'm very short. There we go, 79. Okay, that's decent enough. Good. All right. So we did that very nicely, in actual fact. I'm actually kind of surprised that we did that so well, but yeah, there we are. Okay, let's actually have a look. Anything else? No. Okay, I'm going to actually see if there is a weapon here that I can use that's much better. Yeah, this is actually much better than what I was using beforehand. I don't want to get rid of that, thank you very much. I do want to get rid of the bow, though. I'm not actually going to use that, I don't think. We do need to get a new horse. Getting a new horse would be pretty useful, in my opinion. They did actually drop us some hand wraps as well, so I'm probably going to use those. What about shoes? Anything better? No, they did give us a helmet, though. What about this? That is... no, that is basically the exact same, pretty much, if you look at the actual breakdown of protection, so I'm probably not going to be taking that. What about this? Is this better? No, that gives me more armor, so I already have more armor, which is actually decent enough. And I guess I could go for something like this. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, let's move on. I need to make sure that we're actually getting some decent-ish units as well. Let's actually go into Pen Cannock real quick. This guy. Gang needs recruits. Ugh, okay, I'm not really that big of a fan of that, if I'm honest. So, not going to do that. We'll take the maneuvering, I think, and then we'll continue onward. And what do we have? Needs access to that. Okay, no, thank you. I'm looking for some good tasks. Okay, no, that's not actually going to help us at all. I will just take some regular troops here. We can get these guys to join us, but we don't have veterans respect, so it's basically going to be pointless for us to take them. And we are getting some leadership skill. I really should spec into leadership as well. That's going to be very, very useful for us later on down the line. Let's sell some of this. Let's get some trading going on. Pen Cannock. Ooh, nice. Hardwood for Pen Cannock. Okay. That seems pretty cool. If we can maybe just trade a little bit, try to get to 125. We need to get to 125 as best as we can. Let's just sell that. There we go. We almost got to 50. Would have been nice to get to 50 right there. But no such luck, of course. No such luck. Okay, what else do we have? Do we have anything else that I can sell here? Sinala. Why do I have Sinala? Oh, okay, I don't actually know. I'm gonna buy some of this raw silk. We can sell it at Lagata for a very nice price. Let's just be a little bit careful here because there are some deserters hanging around in this area, or at least there were. Apparently there aren't anymore, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so you can't actually sell this for that much, but I will sell it for 990, which is going to get us a small amount of profit, maybe. I'm actually not entirely sure if it was. Anyway, we can just sell all of this. What about this guy? What does he have? He has pretty much nothing that we want. Kind of unfortunate for us. And there is no tournament here either. I was kind of looking for a tournament too. If we can find a tournament, that would be kind of nice, because that would provide us with a potential for a noble mount. A noble mount, obviously, would be able to potentially sell for up to 20,000. As you can see, we can actually sell raw silk here for a relatively decent price. And maybe we can actually find some things to take back to Maranath or something like that for a decent amount as well. It seems like planks, yeah, linen, no. Pottery, no. None of this stuff is actually looking that good. Hardwood would be really, really good to sell here, in my opinion. So I'm probably going to do something with that. Let's go for the minus 50% cost of bartering, I suppose. I think that's probably what we'll take, because if we do get into a particular, maybe a deserter wants to fight us, particular situation, you know, that kind of thing, then we'll probably want to get out of it as soon as possible. Wait a minute, is this a bandit hideout quest? Yes, it is. All right, so we're probably going to do that straight up. You don't have enough troops for this task. Do I not? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? I think I do. Yes, I do. There we go. All right. Nice. Now I have enough. Okay, so you need 25 to be able to do the task. And who are we up against? Mountain bandits. All right. This might be a little bit... I mean, as you saw, I actually died before, so it would be kind of difficult to make it work if we are going to fail again. All right. Let's try and not fail again this time. I do have 27 troops this time instead of, I think it was 20 before. So... should be okay, right? Right? I think we should be okay, right? Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Just gonna have to swap this around real quick. There we go. Obviously, we have to make sure... oh, dear. I was like, yeah, let me just jump. Let me just jump in place right there. That sounds like a particularly great idea, doesn't it? Yes, absolutely amazing. Okay, he's going to turn around that way. That's perfect. Now we can hopefully... slaughter him. There we are. And now we can go after this fellow as well. Unfortunately, he's looking towards me right now. I'm not really, in this particular situation, wanting to test how easy it is for these guys to see me from distance. But it does look as though they are dying relatively fast, and we don't really need to worry too much. But there's always the chance, right? There's always the chance of something really, really bad happening. Okay, yeah, the question is, okay, where should I go? Over here? I guess. I mean, he's going to stop around about here, isn't he? I should have probably just waited over there and then just jumped out at him or something. Oh, hello. Okay, yeah, so there's that also. Oh, dearie me. That is so funny. Okay. Yeah, let's be careful. Let's be careful, he says. Yes. Yes, it sounds like a great idea. Okay, wait a minute. We should be a little bit aware of what's going on here. Let me see what I can do. Okay, that's decent. We'll go for this guy, and then we'll turn around and kill the other one. He's going to stop in a second, probably, once he gets to that torch, I assume, which is probably a little bit too late for him to really realize what's going on, so that's nice. And we then have this fellow over here. He can't see me in here, right? He shouldn't be able to, at least. Yeah, no, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Nice. And then we just need to go... The last fellow. Is he going to stop there? Yeah, around about there, I assume. Nice. And that's it. Alright. So now we're going to get out the falchion. We will fight. Okay? We will fight. But I'm a bit worried. Yeah, it's been a while since I've played Death for All, obviously, and I was playing Death for All on a much lower mod factor beforehand, as in I was literally playing with a mod factor that was a bit more normalized. It was a little bit easier and a little bit less deadly. So now that we're playing on one that is more deadly, it is very, very likely we will just literally die. But thankfully, my forces do seem slightly better this time around than they were beforehand, so I'm actually very pleased about that. Now, if we can survive against the Bandit boss, I'll be very happy. So let's see. Here we go. Okay, he just literally stayed with... Why did he stay with his throne weapon? Why did he stay with his thrown weapons? That is hilarious. Why did he do that? I don't know. Okay, don't ask me why he did that. Okay, hooked javelin, absolutely fantastic. Very, very nice headpiece as well. And we can also use this polearm if we want to use a polearm in actual battles, like in field battles. That might be kind of useful. We also have some spice here that obviously sells for a normalized amount of 385. And we got some, look at that, we got 3,000 experience, which is super, super good. Well, actually 3,000 gold, sorry. 3,000 gold, which is definitely really, really nice. And we can hopefully go in versus these looters in just a second. Yep, there we go. Thank you. And then we'll just fight those. Very, very nice and easy. We'll just take those guys, and then we'll go over to Maranath, and we'll just get rid of all of our loot. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to purchase a very, very nice... Oh, this is perfect. Look at that. 2,000 dinars? Are you serious? Literally, yes. Give me that every single day of the week. But yeah, now we are going to have... Look at this. Salt is selling... Wow, salt is selling for 194 in Maranath. Very crazy there. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, yeah. We'll just sell absolutely every single other thing. And then we're going to probably buy a horse. I'd like to buy something that's a little bit quick, so I'm thinking we'll probably just buy a Botanian hobby horse or something like that. There you go. We are going to be spending a little bit of our hard-earned cash in doing that, but I think that's kind of necessary. Let's see what else is really, really good here. We could buy clay for a decent amount. Iron ore is actually selling pretty decent here as well. Let's buy some clay. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Rote, where's Rote again? Rote is like... pretty far. Yeah, Rote is not great for me to go over there. Not a terribly big fan of going over there, but I feel like maybe we should. I don't know. Maybe it's an idea. Yes, it's a bit of a troublesome spot that we've gotten ourselves into. Well, I think what we're going to do is going to increase my athletics skill, of course, and then we're going to go on to Rote here. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. All right. How's my clan tier doing as well, by the way? Yeah, halfway. Obviously, I haven't done any tournaments. Tournaments would provide us with a significant boost. So it would be quite nice if we could come across a tournament right now. Right about now? No? No? Okay, apparently not. Let's sell our prisoners as well while we can. Mengus the Red. This is not Mengus Ironbelly, so not very much looking forward to recruiting him, unfortunately enough. It would be nice if we could get an Ironbelly, though. That would be great. So let's just sell these guys a little bit. Sell that. What else do we have? Is there something that I can actually buy and take back to Maranath and sell? Ah, yes. Salt. Salt sells quite nicely there. So I guess we could do that. Tools. Tools. So let's just get 5 tools. Why not? And then we'll just make our way back to Maranath straight up. I feel like that's probably the best use of our time right now. Although we could... Well, as I say, we could go into the arena and we could just say, hey, do you have, any idea where some tournaments are going to be? And then we could probably, make pretty good attempt at that. But yeah, anyway, let's just get some of this. Iron ore is not selling very, very well here, obviously, as you can see, but we did gain some experience enough to get us a level. We could go for leadership. I really, really like leadership, so I'm thinking we're probably going to take that. There we go. We're not going to go for a huge amount of leadership. I just want to get enough to get about 100, 125 or something like that. That's probably going to be the best that we can do. And let's have a look. Okay, yes, iron ore, we can sell that for a decentish profit. Ah, here we go. So flax and clay selling here, massive amounts, as you can see. Look at this craziness. Okay. Flax sells at Maranath for 25. I don't think that that's true. Is that true? I highly doubt it. I personally feel like that's probably not really a thing. Yeah, everyone is literally dying right now. Oh, it does sell for 25. Wow, that's really, really nice. As you can see, like, wow, we just sold so much stuff. We got 8 skill points as a result of it, too. Very, very nice. And I think I can probably go over to Dunglanis. Maybe we'll get some pretty cool stuff there, too. That would be nice as well. Yes, look at that. We can actually sell the iron ore here. We can sell the grapes. Why not? Sell all of that stuff. We could buy some clay here. We could buy some date fruit. Date fruit, I know for a fact we could buy very, very large amounts of in Azerai territory, but it's going to be extremely difficult for us to get over there without a ship. Fur. Fur sells at Maranath. Wow, for a massive amount. I highly doubt this. I am actually doubting this right now. I'm gonna spend the 2,700 just because I'm intrigued as to see whether it is actually going to provide us with this. And maybe a tournament or two will pop up in the meantime. Yes, it is actually selling for a decent-ish amount. Not amazing. So, yeah, not going to be so amazing, but yeah, it's okay. We could go to this town over here, which could technically provide us with a nice way to make some additional cash on the planks. Did I buy planks? Was it planks or linen? I'm actually not entirely sure what I purchased now. We should probably go in against those looters that I'm passing by the way. That's probably a good idea. Oh, yes, fur. No, it was actually fur that I purchased. Okay, yeah, this is insane, as you can see right there. We can also sell this, and we could probably sell this as well, as we are probably going to swap those around for some meat and some olives and stuff like that, and we're getting 2,500 for it. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Now, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on something like some oil, as you can see right there. I could sell oil. Let's get 5 oil. Let's get 10 oil. Let's get 10 oil. And we're going to get 7 skill points in trade. Very, very nice. Okay, what else do we have here? We can get 1 salt. We can get 1 salt. Yeah, let's do that. A bit of lead never hurt anyone. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay. That's funny. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. We got some looters right here. Let's go in against these guys. I need to obviously make sure that my medicine skill is continuing to level up as best as possible. And obviously, bear in mind, I do need to get a spouse. I do need to get a spouse. I do need to start having children really quite quickly, because otherwise, if we do end up dying, I'm not going to have any way of continuing. Because there are moments where there's just going to be nothing I can do, like, for example, that bandit hideout that we had, and it's just going to be game over at that exact moment, as soon as we die. You know what I mean? So we do have to be very, very careful there. Okay, otherwise we should be fine. Let me actually just go over here. Let me actually see if there's anything. Yeah, look at that. Very, very nice. Okay, yeah, let's just do this. Oil sells very, very nicely here too. Just going to do that. Going to sell 5 of them. Olives selling for an insane amount. Actually, really, really nice. Surprisingly so. And meat as well, selling really, really well. And we can just get the grain for a very cheap price in the meantime. What else do we want? I'm going to Sionin in just a second, so if we can find something that sells at Sionin for a decent amount, I'll buy some iron ore. Maybe that's okay. Tools, selling for 83. Okay, sounds pretty nice. Another 7 skill points. We got another little bit in trade here. What do we want? While selling animals, I guess we can have less of a price penalty while selling animals, even though that's not particularly... it's not going to be particularly fantastic or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway, we are just going for these short-range trades right now, and I think what I'm going to do after this, as you can see, look at this, very, very nice. Okay, let's just sell all of this, sell all of that. Look at that, 6,400. Really pretty crazy amounts, actually. Let's buy some butter as well, where we can. What do we have here? Linen sells at the previous place for a decent amount, actually. Yeah, we should probably buy this, Yeah, planks probably not going to sell for that much, to be honest. I'm thinking that the price will have probably most likely changed in that time. Let's buy some more butter while we can. Let's buy some of this as well, and we should probably buy some additional horses so that we can not move around super, super slowly. And what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to go in here real fast, and we're just going to see where a nearby tournament is going to be. I actually thought we'd run across one relatively quickly, but apparently not this time. Okay, so let's have a look. I don't have any more questions. Which one? Oxhall. Ah, okay, so basically Vlandian territory. That's pretty much perfect, because we're going over there in just a moment. Let's actually see where Ox Hall. Okay. Yeah, okay. We might be able to make it over there relatively easily. And you can see here, I need quite a lot. We're going to get 6 renown if we actually end up winning the tournament. 6 renown is pretty decent for this early in the game. Oh, look at that. Rebels have literally... Are you serious? Look at this. Look at what has already happened. Osterkin has fallen to a bunch of rebels. That is crazy. I'm not entirely sure how that even happened, but there you go. It's because I guess the clan has just lost too many members, and they don't have enough people to really, you know, fix everyone, as it were. But yeah, okay, so there isn't a tournament here. Okay, there isn't a tournament here. Well, that's somewhat unfortunate. I guess I can sell some of the linen here at least. And that's going to sell for a massive... Wow, okay, very, very nice amount. Look at that, 8 skill points in trade for that. Very nice. Ah, there is a tournament here, though. Fantastic. It's really, really nice that there were multiple tournaments. We could sell some of this, I guess. And is there anything else that I really want to get? I could go for leather, silver ore, planks. No. I could buy linen here. No, we're already selling linen. Okay, that's funny. Okay, yeah, no, we're just gonna do this, and then we'll just go straight on it. I have 18,000. I didn't even realize that I had 18,000. Okay, I am going to need to go in here for the heavy knight lance. Having a really, really good lance is going to net us a bunch of vassal kills. Because as I said before, it's all about how much damage you deal, as far as I'm aware at least, according to what I've seen in the documentation and stuff like that. It's all about how hard you hit. You know, it's all about how hard you hit, how hard the enemy hits, whether you actually end up or having a relatively high chance of dying. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it. But as far as I could understand, that's how it works. So if I have a really big lance and I'm able to hit people in the face really hard, then we'll have a very high chance of killing someone, which would be nice. There you go. Okay, fantastic. Nice and easy victory for us right there. Now maybe we can do this as well. Okay, kill that. No, oh, no, no, no. Oh, are you serious? We already lost our person. That is so bad. Okay, this is going to be very, very harsh. Got him. All right. That was fantastic. That was very, very nice. And if only those guys had not teamed up on us. That was really, really harsh. Nice little headshot right there. 5 skill points to crossbow. And wow, look at that. Sisterhood follower just absolutely murdered that guy. He had no idea what was coming. Oh, ow. Yeah, that actually kind of hurt. Thankfully, these are just tournament weapons and they don't really do that much damage. So there we go. We now have one-on-one. Let's do this. Should be pretty easy, right? Should be pretty easy because she's obviously pretty much more on the level that we are. I think she's kind of a bit of a low tier character, kind of like us. So should be, yep, should be a lot easier for us to eliminate. And there we have it. Nice indeed. All right, we got the heavy knight lance. Yes, we got the heavy knight lance. We can technically sell this if we want to. If we find that it doesn't do as much as we want it to, we can just sell it. And I'm not entirely sure how much it actually sells for. Let's take a quick look. It sells for 1,100. That is not worth it. That is not worth it. The spear that we had beforehand is trash, so we are just gonna sell it and then move on. That sounds pretty good to me. I think we're also going to probably purchase some horses. I'm just going to purchase 5 horses. That's going to get me a little bit of additional speed on the world map. And obviously, because we have now won that, we're now at 39 renown. If I win one more tournament, we'll be at 45. I could indeed also go into some looter battles. That would get us maybe 1 to 2 renown every single time we do that, which would be kind of decent. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure whether it's really going to be that useful, but we have just purchased grain for 5, so I'm going to be selling a huge amount of this. And then we're going to see, okay, olives, I'm going to have to buy some of those, unfortunately, but yeah, that's going to have to do. Sell the salt here. What about the meat? No, nothing like that. Flax is not worth it here in any way. I could sell the oil in Revel for 602. Not entirely sure how I'm even getting that trade rumor, but yeah, I could technically do that. I think I will. I'm not going to actually go there, by the way. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy the oil and we'll just see what happens. Your workshops gather trade rumors or your caravans gather trade rumors. Well, I'm actually not going to be getting caravans. I'm just going to get another point of trade here as well. Might as well do that, considering we are doing a huge amount of trading right now. And indeed, we are going to be going into Britannian territory once more. You can see here that a bunch of vassals are just running around with such small armies. And I think the reasoning behind that is because they literally are just losing so many people from pretty much any battle that they go into, because they obviously get themselves killed. And, well, this is going to be very interesting to see what kind of power vacuum actually crops up. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pretty significant one sometime soon. We're getting very, very nice skill points from the oil here. So I wouldn't mind if we could actually sell it for about 600 to 700 would be really, really nice in my opinion. Nope, that's not really going to work out too well. Let's just go back over there. I am actually going to be getting a pottery shop, I think. Pottery shop somewhere here would be really, really nice. There we go. Let's sell the oil for this. Whoa, raw silk for 164. Olives for 59. Yes. Okay, we'll just sell all of that. Why not? Now we have 24,000. Very, very good indeed. Now, let's actually just see. Is there a pottery shop here? Wood workshop, linen weavery. No, that is all terrible. Right. Yeah, I mean, wood workshop is actually okay, but we know for a fact that that doesn't particularly provide us with that much. So I'd like to try and find a place that actually has... Yeah, I think Sionon. I think the pottery shop in Sionon is going to be the best. Yep, this guy has a pottery shop, as you can see right there. So I would like to buy that from him.
Well now,
hello there, sir. I wish to buy your pottery shop for 13,000. There we go. All right, that is amazing. Let's see here. What is this? We're just going to earn 200. Why not? Earn 200, get some more devious skill. And we are going to have a look at these looters. Come on, guys. Yeah. I want them all to fight me. I want all of them to fight us. That's the way to go, you know? That is definitely the way to go for these guys. It would be wonderful if we could do that. Unfortunately, they are now just running into random enemies, or should we say random parties, and getting themselves killed, which is not exactly what you want. Yeah, also this. Yeah, I'm going to just let that guy go, and I'm just going to go after these guys instead. Come on out. Come on. I want them to team up. I want them to team up dramatically against us. That would be so nice. Unfortunately, I'm not really getting any really big luck here. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll go over to Ortisia. How's my renown doing right now? Yeah, it's okay. 42. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could try to find another tournament. That would most likely get us to the end goal, but I'm not really wanting to do that, if I'm honest. I'd like to, I don't know, I'd like to do it a little bit differently. Oh, hello. Yeah, felt actually might be pretty nice. Let's buy this for a little bit. And we're going to go over to over here, because we went over there beforehand and we actually had some pretty decent trades. Would be quite nice if we could maybe make that work. You can see here that we're obviously now getting a little bit of cash from the workshop. Definitely going to help us out a great deal over time. And it's obviously going to get us trade skill in the meantime as well. Alright, let's see. Can I get to 125? Whoa, Felt is really not selling very well here at all. So this is not very worth it. Kind of unfortunate. Kind of unfortunate. Might be able to... Whale oil. Whale oil sells at Ortisia for an extreme amount. Okay, let's see if that's actually true. I think the game is lying to us. Yes, I think the game is lying to us, friends. I don't think that is going to happen. I think that is definitely going to be something we're not going to see. Now, what I am going to do as well... yeah, I can't actually do that just yet. I'm going to have to pay 750 to get in every single time, which is going to be kind of annoying. I was kind of hoping that what we'd be able to do is maybe check out some information, you know, get some information about the clans that own these places, so that if we do want to marry someone relatively quickly, all we need to do is then send a message to the person that is the clan leader, and then just do it that way. But unfortunately, that does seem to be... maybe kind of impossible at the moment, because I would need to pay the bribe to get inside, and well, actually, wait a minute. No, I wouldn't have to do that, because I could just wait. I'm an idiot. I forgot about this. See, that's exactly what happens. Look at this. We can just go into the tavern. We can just go into the tavern and ask for the rumors. That's what I should do. Well, not the rumors, but you know what I mean. Information about the owner of this town. It's 500 gold, though. It's quite expensive. It's quite expensive to do that, but we are going to be getting information about a wide variety of different people. Let's actually have a look here. Does she have good scouting skill? No. She does not have good scouting skill, so we will be leaving her alone. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Is there anything here that I wanted to trade for? Yeah, actually, pretty decent fish. Pretty decent fish. Maybe we could sell some fish at Sionen? Maybe that would be kind of nice. What about this? Sionen? Yeah, I'm looking for Sionen right now. Actually, oil at Amprila. Really? I highly doubt it, to be honest. I highly doubt it. Okay, oil at Amprila. Let's see. Amprila, I know, is quite... wait. Where is Amprila now? Isn't it super close? Oh, no, it's not. It's actually a lot further away than I thought. Oh, dear. Okay, well, we're going to go over there then, and we're going to see if I encounter some deserters, because some deserters will most likely murder us very, very easily. My trade scale is going up, slowly, but it is going up, and that's obviously the purpose of the wonderful workshop that we got ourselves in a little bit of time. And I could have gone in for those sea raiders, but there was a vassal right there, so I thought, yeah, probably not worth it, you know. Probably not worth it to do that. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, yeah, oil is actually selling an insane amount here, so this is really nice. Obviously, the depreciation is insane as well, but it's okay. You know, it's alright. It's alright. And let's get some wool. We're going to take that back over to where we've come from. We should get some linen too. And I think that's probably going to be it. Yeah, there we go. We got 3 skill points in trade. Do we have any escort merchant caravan? That could be very, very good, but I don't think we're going to do that just yet. I love the escort merchant caravan missions. I think they're extremely, extremely enjoyable. But yeah, we won't be able to do that just yet. Oh, hello, sea raiders. Yes, nice. Okay, we actually got sea raiders and looters. Okay, this is actually kind of perfect. We've got ourselves a completely new horse, obviously, as you see right there. We have javelins. We have a knight lance. Obviously, we've got terrible gear otherwise, and it is very, very likely that these guys will absolutely murder me, so... yeah. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll be okay. It's actually okay. Yeah, no, we're dead. I think we're dead. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll see if we can... You know what? We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this right here. I'm just gonna put these guys like this. There we go. Because these guys are gonna shoot from over there, and obviously the enemy is more than likely going to try and just cross the river. And if they do cross the river, I can only hope that they're going to have some... Whoa! Wow, that's dangerous. Do these have javelins? Ow? Yes, they do. Okay, that's the answer to that. At least the looters are going to run into my ranged troops, and they're just going to get themselves killed. Oh, no! Okay, wait, no. Wait. I'm running. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. This is not for me, thank you very much. I am not supposed to participate in this battle at all. I mean, maybe I can when they run out of ranged weapons. Okay, a little bit of damage right there. 11 skill points in polearm. Not too bad. Can I get the kill? Can I get a kill? I might be able to. Nice. There we go. Look at that. Look at the skill points. The skill points from when you actually kill something is crazy. Oh, it's unfortunate that we didn't get that last kill. Oh, well, never mind. Whoa. Okay, that was way too close for my liking. Anyway, 3.6 renown right there. We did get a little bit of, well, pretty much everything that you could want. Experience, loot, and so on. A little bit of prisoners too. Good leadership level up. And nice, we got a new axe. We got new armor. Very good. I was kind of hoping for chainmail, but you can't always get what you want, obviously. Can't always get what you want, so you're going to have to be a little bit careful on that. And we are now at Argeron. Okay, we haven't been here before. Okay, I can sell the felt for a decent-ish amount. Kind of. Yeah, I guess that's all right. And where is Argeron? Oh yeah, Argeron's over here. Okay, yeah. So we should probably go over to Diathma and actually just continue onward. That was a pretty nice battle in my opinion. Pretty good from, well, every perspective, because obviously we didn't actually we didn't actually have any problems in regards to actually winning the battle, but it could have gone either way, dependent on, you know, because obviously if I'd gotten hit in the face with one of those javelins, that would have been, well, I think that probably would have been game over, because javelins, as you know, are extremely damaging, and they are going to murder us. Yeah, quite badly. Okay, I'm almost at 125. I really want to get a little bit more. I think I can probably make some good money if we go to Sionen right now. So let's go there. I should be careful of these guys. I'm still running around with a very little, well, very small army. So I'm kind of surprised that these guys are not trying to murder us that much. Let's go for that. There we go. And yeah, we do have to be a little bit careful as well later on down the line. As you can see, Lukon has died of old age. Obviously, he does tend to die pretty quickly in regular gameplay, but obviously we're playing with fast mode on as well, and that's making a pretty big difference. Let's actually kill these guys if we can, or try to take them prisoner. No. Okay, apparently none of them got taken prisoner. Okay, I'm not going to take the manual labor request then, apparently, so we're just going to move on. Let's recruit some more troops while we can. Did I actually get to clan tier 1? I don't think so, right? Anyway, as you can see, we can now sell absolutely every single thing here for a very nice price. And yeah, you could see that we're making, well, about 7,000 actually. Yeah, pretty good. Actually, very surprised that we made so much. Yeah, I like that a great deal. Okay, well, we are definitely going to get to, yeah, we obviously got to 125. And now I can literally get this from every profiting workshop. Absolutely amazing. Combat tips also is going to be super useful for us. And I should probably go for some more riding skill or polearms. Yeah, go for some polearms, I guess. And we will go for another point in intelligence. I would like to get some engineering too. I will probably be doing engineering instead of a companion. And that's primarily because I want to try to level it up by using siege weapons and stuff like that, you know, just throwing the explosives and so on at people. And there you go, we did actually finally get to Bear Tilt Clan Tier 1. And now I can actually speak to people if we want to. As in, we can actually speak to one of the... Maybe we can speak to one of the guys here. Maybe we can speak to Melody. I obviously can't see him yet. We should probably go into the tavern and just ask people, you know. 500 gold I feel is not even that much really, but early on it actually is, and it's quite dangerous. There we go. It's quite dangerous to just throw around 500 gold randomly here and there. Okay, so we can now speak to Mr. Melody. Oh, he's sailing right now. Of course he is. Yes, of course he is. Okay, is he sailing anymore? No. Okay. Okay. Oh, I hope he's gonna be done sometime soon. Oh yeah, we should probably also go and... Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Dunglanis, Pencannock. Okay, let's go to Dunglanis and get another pottery workshop. He's still sailing. Why is he still sailing? What is he doing on the ocean waves? Okay, I have no idea what he would be doing there, but yes, whatever the case, we will now purchase... They don't have a pottery here. Okay, that's kind of crazy. So I guess we'll just move on. We can change the workshop, obviously, if we want to, but I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to purchase actual, you know, working pottery shop. Don't have enough? 19,000? I almost have enough. That's hilarious. Okay, we'll just sell all of this then, I suppose. 2,400. Sell a little bit of fish while I'm at it. Buy some more grain while I'm at it, because this is very cheap. Sell some of this. Sell some of that. There we go. Okay, now we can actually get it. Let's get the pottery shop. Ah, oh, he is trolling me right now. He is absolutely trolling me here. Okay, I guess I'll just sell some of this back. That is hilarious. I'm so surprised that he's literally doing that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a pretty insane amount. As you can see right there, we are literally now having only 165 gold. We only have 165 gold. Okay, this might be a little bit problematic for us. We're overburdened at the moment. I do need to... this might be a problem. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think I should probably just... I can't even recruit these people. Oh dear. Okay. I can't even recruit these people. Let's just go very quickly over to Maranath, because I was about to get myself absolutely slaughtered. Let's just sell everything that we can here just to get a little bit of cash, and then just get some more people to join us. because that's going to help us to fend off any particular enemy that wants to murder us very, very easily, like those deserters, for example. And we do have some more looters over here. I mean, the question is, do we want to do some more tournaments? I'm not sure. One thing that we could do, obviously, is we could try to get ourselves a spouse. A spouse would be very, very useful right now. Maybe we can work out something. I'm not going to fight these guys because they have 77. Yes, they have 77 people. I'm not entirely sure how they even amassed such an amazing army, but yes, they did. Let's go and fight these guys instead. We will be going in for the auto-resolve, even though that could have very easily been... That could have been a defeat right there. That could have been very, very easy for us to lose that. But thankfully, no. There we go. Yeah, more leadership skill. A nice shield. Definitely going to be taking that. Nice gloves. Yes. Yeah, no, not that. I'm not going to be taking that. I will take everything, of course, but I'm not going to be equipping it, shall we say. And yeah, everyone's just dying. Everyone's just dying all over the place. Absolutely fantastic. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens after that. We're going to be one of the oldest people, and we might not even be able to find a spouse. That's the funny thing, you see. That's the funny thing. I'm actually not entirely sure. You know what? Maybe we should actually start asking people. What do you think? Okay, let's actually see here. Who do we want to go for? Who do we want to go for? Probably Battanian, if we can. Who's this? She's 22. Okay, that kind of makes sense. We could send a messenger to her straight away. She has the reputation of being dishonorable in every single way. Well, that's maybe not very good, but the messenger... Are you serious? Wow. That is hilarious. Okay, yeah, it's obviously because of the bribe. Okay, so yes, I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. Actually, I would like to enter the service of the Battanians first. Thank you very much. But I would, yes, also like to profess myself your most ardent admirer. Perhaps you and I. I am flattered, sir. Oh, she likes us. Okay. Well, that's good. That's a good start, isn't it? Unfortunately, my charm skill is absolutely awful. So, we may not be able to really do anything super amazing here. Yeah, it might not work out. Let's just cross our fingers and hope that that will be the case. We're going to have some issues otherwise. Yeah, I should probably... You know what? I should probably sell these prisoners, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should definitely sell these prisoners. Okay, now we can move around relatively quickly. Havalvik has been taken by the Battanians. What? What? That's never happening. That's never happened in any playthrough that I've had. Okay, well that's very interesting. That means that the Vlandians are very weak right now, because usually they're the ones that go and do that. Hello, Flax. I am going to be buying a bunch of you. Yes, thank you. Let's buy some more of these as well, just to make sure. Yeah, we're spending 1,000 here. I don't... oh, Kerban Seth is actually under siege. I hope they're not going to take that. Actually, I don't really mind. If they do take it, that's okay, because I actually didn't purchase a workshop there. I just hope they don't, you know, try to besiege any of the others, because I don't have that thing that provides me with insurance yet, because there is a perk in the trade skill tree which allows you, this one, right here, 5,000 dinar return for each workshop when workshop's town is captured by an enemy. Could be very, very useful for us. So, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to do that. I'm going to go for more influence gain, even though oratory is really, really good for pretty much, you know, completing quests and things like that. It is only 1, so I'm not a terribly big fan of, you know, 1 increments and things, but, yeah. The Nords and the Battanians have made peace. Okay, well, that's nice. Hopefully they won't besiege any of my other fiefs then. And then we'll be in a slightly better situation. As you can see, my people are literally just dying really, really easily. Not sure whether... I don't think Death for All actually affects regular troops, but apparently they are just getting killed nevertheless. Okay, these guys are going to be really, really nice for our medicine skill. Okay, apparently not very good for our medicine skill. Okay. Alright, okay. Well, we did get some influence right there. Maybe medicine's going to be really hard to level. It feels like medicine's going to be really hard to level at least. Because people are just not having a very good time here. They're not getting eliminated. There we go. There we go. There's a little bit of medicine skill there. Obviously, it's much, much easier for us to level medicine skill once we get Doctor's Oath, but obviously, it's getting there. That's the main deal. You know? Okay, wait. No, we're fine here. We can just go this way. We are making some pretty decent cash now, which I very much appreciate. And I am going to be sending another message. I guess I will send a message to her. Oh, no. I am kind of worried about this, to be honest. I'm kind of worried about this. Okay, because she's actually really good, or at least it seems as though she has... Oh. My messenger was killed. Alright. Well, it seems like my, I don't know, my courtship of this particular woman... Too much time has gone by. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, she was not very pleased with us. Okay, that's not great. Okay, let's go, oh, that's ineffective, really? Okay. Let's go here. Okay, come on. I want a critical success. Critical success. Okay, no critical success. That's really, really bad. I don't think we're actually going to be able to do this now. Yep. Ah, okay. Yeah, unfortunate for us. Unfortunate. Okay, well, there's bound to be other people, right? Are there? No, she's 44. That's not going to work. What about this? 29. That could work. She's got really, really good skills too. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do this then. Send a messenger to her. Well, this is going to be harsh. If we can't actually charm anyone, this is going to be very bad. Hello. I'm flattered, sir. Okay, we meet from time to time. Okay, so I'm not going to leave it as long this time. I'm not entirely sure how long I'm supposed to leave it. I guess I'm literally just going to send it right now. I don't know. Maybe she's going to say I'm too eager now or something. Ah, no, she's fine now. Okay, that's great. Okay, that doesn't actually provide me with any kind of bonus by the looks of things, so I guess that doesn't really make any any difference, really. Okay, so let's have a look. No, she doesn't like that. Oh, dear. Okay. Yes, we're not getting critical successes. That's the problem. There are no critical success options available in these particular conversations, which is really making a huge, huge difference to how effective our charm is actually going to be. So I'm thinking what we're going to need to do is we'll need to speak to someone else. Let's see if we can... I'm thinking right now that we'll probably... Yeah, let's go for an empire. Let's go for an empire spouse if we can. Maybe that's going to make a bit of a difference to us. Yeah, a little bit worried about this. Okay, well, we did get this. Let's get walk it off. We can get daily experience to our troops. That's always nice, I suppose. And then we'll see if we can maybe make something work here. We're going to need to do that. I'm just going to get rid of our prisoners there. And if we can speak to this guy, I already possess this information. Really? Did I ask them? I didn't ask them. Okay. Well, that's good, I guess. I mean, let me actually just see then, Dionikos. Oh, yeah, I already asked them. Okay, I'm an idiot. All right, got it. Okay, what about this one? She's 24. Okay, absolutely perfect. She's also honest. Let's take note of her personality this time, because last time, well, when we spoke to the other one, we didn't actually have the ability to do that. So let's have a look. Okay. Yes. Perhaps you and I. I think you would need to rise considerably in the world before I could consider such a thing. Really? She doesn't want to? Val? Okay. Well, I'm going to try sending another messenger anyway, just because I've already paid the bribe, so I might as well. Okay, here we go. Okay, no, she's fine. She's fine here. So she's honest, right? She's honest. So we should try to pick options that are relatively similar to how she thinks, right? So, this is both valor. Yeah, I feel lucky to live in a time where a valiant warrior can make a name for himself. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yes, you might be correct. Okay, what else do we have available here? We only have two that are really going to be good. I have seen great good and great evil, but I can only hope the good outweighs the evil in most people's hearts. Or, I'm just honored to have fought alongside comrades who thought nothing of shedding their blood to keep me alive. I think we'll go... the first one that I said. We'll do that one. Ooh, okay, that didn't work. Okay. So, we're done. We're done here. Yep, that's it. We're striking out. We're striking out, friends. Yes, yes. This is not, it's not going too well, is it? No, it's not going too well. Okay, well, the question is... Oh, what's going on here? Gain 50 influence, yes. Thank you. That is going to get me so much cash. That is going to be so funny. Alright, thank you very much for the 50 influence. And, yeah, we're just going to continue onward, because all I'm going to do is I'm just going to mosey on down. I'm going to try and see if we can maybe do something a little bit more here. And I'm thinking if we can maybe go in here. Caravan ambush. Ooh. Can we do the caravan ambush? Is it possible for us to do the caravan ambush? I think it might be. Let's try it. Yes, I'll help you myself. Okay, here we go. There it is. Let's go and follow her. There we are. Nice. Okay. And now we can go straight on in. Okay, this is actually kind of dangerous. Because oh yeah, I've just remembered because we have Death for All on. Okay. Yeah. This is actually kind of dangerous because these guys have some pretty decent-ish ranged attacks. So, oh dear. I mean, it can't be any worse than fighting against the Sea Raiders, right? Because the Sea Raiders obviously were really, really damaging in regards to having their polearms. But these guys, as you can see, they have, well, yeah. They have polearms and various other things that can do lots of damage. Ooh, can't believe I missed that. Well, thankfully my forces do seem to actually be inflicting quite a bit of damage. Let's hope that this particular friend of ours doesn't get murdered. Let's tell our infantry to charge, tell our archers to charge as well. I want to try to make sure that they're in range every single time. Ow. Yeah, be careful. Be careful. We can die so incredibly easily here. Okay, no, we seem absolutely fine here, actually. I'm kind of surprised that we were able to do this so simply, but I think it's just because the enemy decided to charge uphill into a bunch of people that have thrown weapons that can just absolutely burst through every single little bit of HP that they have. So I think that's primarily what happened there. 6.7 renown, actually. 15 influence. This is insanely good. This is exactly the reason why I always consistently say escort merchant caravan missions, ambush caravan missions, they are way too good. They are so nice. And I gotta say, they are my favorites. They are just so nice because they actually feel like they provide you with a significant amount of reward. And, well, that's exactly what you want from a task, isn't it? You don't want to feel like you've just exuded a huge amount of effort, you know, for pretty much nothing. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Anyway, we're just going to get rid of all that. 3,400. None of this is actually really going to pay off that much here. I'm not really going to be doing that much more trading, to be honest. That's it. The trading has probably stopped for me right now. And let's actually go in here and see if we can speak to some people. Yeah, just going to sell the prisoners. I obviously could go to the manual labor quest, and, you know, manual labor quest would be very nice here. There we go. All right, fantastic. Almost punched that guy. And yeah, so Lunarleon, yes, Lunarleon. I'm sure we can achieve victory, as it were, at least one time, right? At least one time we'll get someone where we can actually, you know, do a relatively good job here. I wish to profess myself your most ardent admirer. I do not know whether to find that charming or impertinent. Okay, I'm going to get slapped. I'm going to get slapped very quickly here. Oh dear. I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, let me just see her personality. She's generous. Okay, not sure what that really does for me, knowing that. Oh, 89%. Nice. Okay, yeah, I think we're probably going to choose this one. Nice. There we go. Okay, maybe we can get some more charm-based ones. No. Okay, this one? Yes. No, that's ineffective. Why is that ineffective? That's 89% as well, but this is not going to work. We needed 3. That's not going to work. Wow. Okay. Well, this is gonna be more difficult than I anticipated. I mean, literally, I'm doing 79% chances, right? Obviously, if you don't know what the what the calculation is, because the thing is, every single persuasion calculation is predetermined before you even go into the conversation. You know, in other words, when you start speaking to them, it's already predetermined whether you're going to succeed or not. That's basically how the role works, from what I know. So that obviously does put paid to a lot of, a lot of reasons why you'll be like, oh no, it didn't work, kind of thing. But yeah, sometimes that's just how it goes, because it's just like that immediately as soon as you've interacted with that person. So let's see if we can do it this way. Nadia, oh yeah, I think she's really good. Yeah, okay. Let's try to do her as well. I highly doubt this is going to happen. This is not going to happen. Yeah, let's see. We are considering offers. Okay, yes. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 1 day. All right, we're going to wait 1 day. Round about now. There we go. And then we will send her a message again. And hopefully the role will be different this time, okay? So let's see. 89%, let's do it. Okay, that's good, Nice. And then we have all the 79ers, and I think we'll go with this one. Okay, we didn't go for that one before, and it worked perfectly fine. Yeah. Oh well. Never mind. It looks as though this is going to be instant death, instant rejection simulator. That's it. That's what it seems like right now. That's what it seems like. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, we will just take this and go for some more mounted damage, get some more HP for our horse. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit difficult for us. And we'll just do this. We'll go in straight away. Oh, nice. Oh, I was actually thinking that would be a lot better than it was. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, isn't it? Okay, so we are now currently halfway to Clan Tier 2. Very, very nicely, in fact. We are making a lot of money with our workshops. We have 22,000, actually. What? How am I making so much money? I didn't even realize. Okay, so, yeah, I guess what we'll do is we will then go over... and we'll just purchase something else in one of these places. Yeah, so... Wow, Sionin is making nothing? Did you see that? Sionin is literally making nothing at all. That is actually quite crazy. Alright, well, whatever the case, let's see what we can do here. Pottery shop, another pottery shop. Do we want that? I think I'd prefer a smithy, to be honest. A wine press? Wine press could be kind of useful. Brewery could be kind of useful. Yeah, I think we'll go for the brewery here. Yours is not a... That's 20, of course. Yeah, that's 26,000. Of course it is. Ah, yeah, what a classic, what a classic. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do much here. I can sell some horses to this guy for a little bit. Maybe sell some of this, sell some of that. Yeah, that's not really going to really provide us with a huge amount. I have 26,000. I have 27,000 now, actually. Ah, we might be able to do it then. Yes, we might be able to buy the brewery now then. What? It's 26.5. How much do I have? I have 27. What? It says I have 27, and he says that he wants 26.5. What's going on with that? Oh, well. Oh, 50 influence? Yeah. I'm going to take that every single day of the week. Thank you very much. 50 influence, yes. Absolutely perfect. And we will buy the brewery. I'm going to just wait one more day because I want to make sure that I actually do have the ability to do it. There we go. Now we have 30,000, so now he cannot say no. Oh, it's because I have the maximum amount. I'm an idiot. All right, well, there you go. That's it for this episode, then. That is it for this episode. Let's take a look at the world map real fast just to see what's actually happening. Osterken, obviously, as you could see, has completely... they've joined the Nords, actually, surprisingly enough. And we also lost Turby Castle. Well, not us, but the Vlandians have lost Turby Castle too. And indeed, we have taken, or shall we say the Britannians have taken, Havalvik from the Nords. Very, very intriguing. I don't know how many deaths there have been, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.